behind bars. He is charged in a very brutal attack. Police tell us the 13-year-old stabbed a 61-year-old woman and then stole her car. That victim is recovering in the hospital this evening. Let's go straight to our David Kenny for the very latest. David.
Jackson police detectives here at their headquarters continue to work searching for evidence in this case. They do have the victim's vehicle in evidence after the suspect was found sitting in it this morning. What they don't have, and they say they may not ever understand, is how a 13-year-old could be capable of such a brutal crime. Jackson police have charged 13-year-old Corey Smith with aggravated assault, auto burglary, and armed robbery. The teen accused of brutally stabbing a 61-year-old woman on Cypress Drive in her carport and stealing her car.
The lady was found laying in a pool of blood, and it was obvious that she had been severely assaulted. When officers arrived, they learned that she had been stabbed multiple times in the upper body. This exclusive video was taken shortly after Smith's arrest. Police say they pulled him out of the victim's RAV4 right in front of Jim Hill High School Wednesday morning. Investigators say another teen ran off on foot when they approached the car, the vehicle now being processed as detectives look for clues. I'm not sure if it was a knife. The only thing that we can say right now was a sharp instrument, probably a knife, but we have not recovered a weapon, anything at this time linked to this incident. Back on Cypress Drive, residents shocked at the nature of the crime and the age of the accused.
I was really kind of scared to hear, like, right down the street that something this kind of horrific happened, and by somebody with such a young age. 13 is very young.
An 18-year-old was also taken into custody today, but he has not been charged at this time. As I said, the victim's listed in very serious condition, critical, and Jackson police say they will update us on her condition as she progresses. In Jackson, David Kenny, 3 on your side.
Who turned 14 years old today is behind bars. He's charged with aggravated assault, auto theft, and armed robbery. Corey Smith allegedly stabbed a woman multiple times and left her to die in her carport. Police headquarters. Smith turned 14 today. 61-year-old Shirley Jones may have just returned home from work when the vicious attack occurred, according to her brother.
Fighting him off, and he just stabbed her in the face several times, in her neck, her arms, hands, fingers. Several stab wounds.
Jones remains hospitalized after surgery and is in good spirits. In court this morning, Smith's bond was set at $225,000. Neighbors tell us the teenager lived right next door to Shirley Jones in the South Jackson neighborhood.
I just no comments. No comments. This is scary.
But they recently moved in, right?
Yes. Yes.
How long ago?
Maybe a month and a half.
So she's just an innocent person attacked in her own driveway.
Yes, she is.
With all of the heartache, the family is still forgiving.
We are angry, but we are forgiving. We forgive the young man, and we are also praying for him and his family also.
Meanwhile, a neighbor who hid behind her door for safety remains rattled by this crime. It's got to be pretty shocking to you.
Yes, it is. Very shocking and scary.
A lot of people upset. Police found Smith actually sitting in Jones' stolen vehicle, and it was parked at Jim Hill High School. A second teenager jumped out of that vehicle, then ran. He was taken in for questioning, but apparently not charged.
The teen just turned 14 today. His mom says she's praying for the victim while also questioning the charges against her son.
It is what it is.
A defiant mom defending her teenage son accused of a brutal attack on a Jackson woman.
He gonna get through this. This ain't nothing. This ain't nothing.
The mom, who said her name was Ms. Love, said she was unhappy the juvenile's arrest photo has been all over the news.
So you were upset about that. What do you think about what he's accused of doing to this 61-year-old woman?
I mean, everybody make mistakes. He accepts responsibility for what he did.
She did go on to question the charges against 14-year-old Corey Smith. Police said the attack happened late Tuesday night at the victim's home in the Willowwood subdivision. The woman's brother said Smith used a kitchen knife to cut off one of her ears.
Right now, she's doing much better. Last night, it was pretty tough on her. A lot of stab wounds, a lot of bleeding.
You don't believe he stabbed the woman? You don't believe he cut the woman's ear off with a knife?
When you prove it to me, then I'm gonna believe it. Because I've been with him 13 years and I know the truth.
You don't believe he did this?
Prove it to me. Black and white, mister. Good day.
Smith is charged with aggravated assault, armed robbery, and auto theft. A judge set bond at $225,000. Police said the Whitten Middle School 8th grader repeatedly stabbed a 61-year-old woman. He then took her purse and stole her Toyota SUV.
What do you want to say to that woman?
He only stole her car, but I still feel sorry for her, and I'm praying for her too.
The judge set conditions if Smith manages to bond out of jail. He must stay in school, get home no later than 6 o'clock at night, and have no contact with the woman he's accused of attacking.
You say you want him to be free?
Who wouldn't want that child to be free? I love my baby. He all I got. Right or wrong, I'm with him 100%.
Now, police questioned and later released 2 other teens who were with Smith at the time that he was arrested. They believe that he picked those 2 up after he stole the woman's car, and they say there's no evidence the other 2 were involved in the vicious attack. For now, we're live at JPD headquarters in downtown Jackson. Ross Adams at 16 WAPT News.